Hello, everyone. This is Matthieu Lombard from the Oracle product team. I'm here today. Welcome to the video. I'm here today to present you the work we've been focusing on with Ingest Patel, one of the product manager for Fusion Analytics, around informing Salesforce data and merging that data with Fusion Analytics. So today we're going to go over a couple of topics around this. The first one would be to focus on some of the use cases we can answer when trying to integrate data from Salesforce with data from Fusion Analytics. We'll go over the Fusion Analytics extensibility framework, just a refresher. Then we'll see how to leverage the Salesforce connector to ingest data from Salesforce into the Fusion Analytics autonomous database. Once the data is loaded into the autonomous database, we can leverage the Salesforce through the semantic model extension to build subject areas on that data that sits in autonomous database so that we can analyze the Salesforce data. We'll see what are the different approaches to secure the Salesforce data. And then finally, we'll see how to deploy not only the data augmentations, but some of the database collateral of the semantic model extension, the bundles, what we call in the Fusion Analytics work, bundles at a customer. Some of the use cases we were covering, and the main objective is to make sure that our customers can answer or get better insight into their Salesforce data or their CRM data, and hash that out with Fusion data. One first use case is looking at the opportunity conversion. So looking at the rates of opportunity conversion. As the actual sales opportunity moves to different stages, it allows the sales executive to track the progress and then see how those convert to actual deals. Another one is booking and revenue. So basically managing crossing the data with Fusion. So doing that booking and revenue by customers and channel. Then we can also look at the forecast accuracy. So be able to compute and manage the actual open opportunities to bookings. That's the third one. Another one with if we look at the actual cases and then the issues that we can manage with Salesforce is the actual average resolution time. So see how fast we can respond to our customers' issues and resolve them. Another is the customer retention. So see how good we are into making sure our customer have the best service and that they're as much satisfied as possible. And then finally, lead generation. So being able to see what are our potential customers and see how we can target them from a sales perspective. Today with Fusion Analytics, as you might already know, we have an ability to onboard from an out-of-the-box perspective data from all the Fusion pillars, ERP, HCM, SCM, and CX. But we can also onboard other sources using connectors. So we do have a data augmentation. So we do have a pre-built, prepackaged pipeline, managed pipeline that extracts the data from those sources, load them into a star schema that is a factory schema. And then on top of that, we have a package, a semantic model that allows us to access different subject areas and to be able to do some reporting and build KPIs on top of that with OAC. We can extend each of those levels of those layers, the data layer using either the data augmentation or ETL, the custom schema, to load that data. We can extend the semantic model using semantic model extensions. And we can also build our own boards and visualization KPIs. From an accessibility framework perspective, these are I would say, the use cases that we have, and we're going to focus on the connectors, the managed extensions today. It's basically the Salesforce managed extension connector that we're configuring to leverage the Fusion Analytics data pipeline to load that data into the autonomous database. You should have seen this architecture diagram in one of my previous blogs on ingesting Salesforce data into DW. So what we've built, and I switched to the Fusion analysis screen in a few. We built a series of data augmentations on the Salesforce data. We extracted the account, Salesforce table, the asset, calendar, the campaign, campaign influence, and campaign member, the case, the competitor, the contact, all those source tables that we use either as is or that we basically use as a source of specific views that we had to build to be able to allow snowflaking, for example, to be able to get on the, for example, the opportunity and the user. If we want to get opportunity owner information, we need to get to that user table and join it with opportunity to be able to bring that down together. And see the opportunity owner's detail for specific, when looking at specific opportunity factors. So if we go to our Fusion Analytics screens, we have enabled the Salesforce connector already, as you've seen in one of my previous blogs. We'll go to console, data configuration. We'll switch to the Salesforce connection. That's leveraging the REST APIs in the background, and we'll go to data augmentation. We'll see all those data augmentations that we've created. That goes from the account to the user role, and that basically allows us to build, I think, around 6 subject areas that we'll go through after that. And I was mentioning earlier, we have a bunch of information around user profile, user role that we need to bring down to the opportunity level. And to do that, we built specific views in the database. So we have, once those data augmentations are basically created, they are accessible through the synonyms in our database. And here we'll see all those synonyms. So all the synonyms that are starting with DW underscore SAR are the ones that we're talking about today. We basically leverage all the columns, the initial columns of all the source tables. We didn't provide any columns, and we've built a series of additional views for the account hierarchy to be able to represent hierarchical views on the accounts. Same thing for the territory, and then we have a few other views for campaign members, campaign opportunity, events, opportunity owner, opportunity product, opportunity revenue line, and as well as the task and the territory hierarchy. And the SQL for those of you will be provided along with the bundles afterwards. You'll be able to download them from the blog. That's all the data augmentations that we have. Once the data is loaded, we can leverage the semantic model extension in KW to be able to report off of that. So we've built a semantic model extension with a series of, I think, 4 different steps. So here, as a best practice, we created our subject areas first. Then we have all our dimensions. You can see all the account dimensions, the contact dimension, opportunity, and so on. In the end, we have the different facts for opportunity product line, task, and events, lead, campaign member, opportunity event, and opportunity task to cover the opportunity activity detail. And then finally, the campaign opportunity fact. And then after that, we have a series of steps to reorganize, to make the subject areas a little more easier to read and to use from an end user perspective. I go here, we'll see those different star schema. So here we have the opportunity fact table with the different dimensions: account hierarchy, primary contact, opportunity owner, primary campaign, territory and its hierarchy, the partner, and the different dates. That's probably the first one. The second one is the revenue line, where we have similar dimensions as the previous one, but additional date as well as the product dimension, the product line item dimension, and the product opportunity schedule. When you on an opportunity in Salesforce, when you book, when you add products, you can also create schedules on those products if they are to be repeated in time, and so that's the goal of that opportunity product schedule dimension. We have the partners, and then again the different dates. We have the activity divided into two star schemas: the event and the task, where we again have a similar setup of component dimension like account, primary contact, opportunity campaign, events. On top of that, we have the cases, the assets, the lead, and the activity assignee, and then some of the dates. Similar star schema for the event, for the task, sorry, where we have a little less date. It's only the activity task created date. We have the lead, where again we're seeing some component dimensions: the account, contact, opportunity, and some of the lead specific hierarchies. Dimensions. And then the opportunity activity, where we have the event and also the tasks. And the two last ones are the campaign opportunity fact, where we have similar dimensions as the actual opportunity, and also the campaign member fact, where we have here the lead, the primary campaign, the campaign member, the campaign owner, some of the dates, start, end, and created date, and the contact. And as we went through, we have the semantic model extensions, where we can basically see at first the subject areas, then the dimension, then the fact, and finally the reorganization. And if we log into the FAW OAC, we'll see that we have the 6 subject areas that are, sorry, 7 subject areas that are available as part of the bundle. So one is around activity. So basically the different start schemas we went through. And we can basically start building our visualizations with OAC. So if I switch to here, and if I go to project, and if I create, for example, a new workbook, and if I filter that by Salesforce, and I'll pick the first one, the campaign, the opportunity, subject area, the workbook. And from there, I can easily add different facts. Or if I want to build some tiles around the opportunity amount, the quantity, the expected revenue, and if I want to build a table, switch that to a table, and then opportunity information. We'll have to name here and see all those details spread down by opportunity. The total of the total opportunity quantity, and see that opportunity amount is being up correctly for each of the opportunities that we have. Now the Salesforce today, the way we're extracting the table is using the native Fusion Analytics security to secure that data. You can create users and groups in FAW, and basically we can use also the custom security extensions. So we have some blogs here to basically detail how we can leverage those that and build our own custom security on data security on top of that Salesforce data. Now to deploy at customers, basically we have different type of objects. The first one is the data augmentation bundle. We'll have one bundle for the data augmentation that will need to be one of the requirements for that bundle is to have that Salesforce connection, REST connection created already in your environment. Then we will have some SQL views, so we'll need people access to be able to create issue the create views SQL. To basically to be able to use some of the views that have been created and leveraged by the semantic model extension. Once the views are created, we'll import and deploy the semantic model extension bundle. And then after that, we'll have some basic OAC visualization that we can use as well. So that brings us to the end of our session. We went through different customer use cases we could solve with merging Fusion analytics data with Salesforce data. We went through the extensibility framework and how we're leveraging that extensibility framework to get data out of Salesforce into the Fusion analytics autonomous database, around building the Salesforce semantic model extensions on top of those tables and views in ADB. We've seen how to leverage OAC to create visualizations with on the service areas created by the semantic model extensions. We've seen there were ways to secure that data, and finally how to deploy the bundle at customers. So in the blog, you'll be able to download the different artifacts, different bundles, and try to deploy them in your own environment. Thanks for your attention, and hope to see you soon in one of our Salesforce blogs. Thank you. Bye-bye.